Opera SM here with the Colossal Tussle right node deck tech. As folks have probably figured out by now, I really like combo decks, and I've got some really cool combo decks I like for the top and left node, but this was a tough nut to crack, but I may have just figured it out. So right node objectives are create 10 or more creature tokens during a single fight and win with only common, uncommon, and rare cards. So the event restrictions also say we cannot use humans. Um, so trying to figure out some sort of infinite combo that I can use this last ride event support with, which is when a creature you control dies or loses a reinforcement. If it's a token creature, uh, your non-token creatures get +1/+1, but the one that we're going to try to use is when a creature you control dies or loses a reinforcement. Otherwise, so that would mean if we have a non-token creature, gain 2 life and deal 2 damage to your opponent. So if we are able to make some sort of death loop happen, we'll be able to uh, hit our opponent for 2 damage at a time. And then when a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may destroy target creature you control if you do draw a card. So what we are going to try to do, all the death loops that I could think of usually had humans or the Titans have higher rarities. Something like Karavak that would kill your stuff has higher rarities. But Goremand, and we've had a previous Pauper Goremand loop that we could do, does fit that criteria. So Goremand is when a creature enters the battlefield under your control, destroy the first other creature you control if you can't destroy this creature. So if we can have Goremand come into the battlefield and not have any other creatures on the board, we should be able to get a death loop going. However, with the secondary, we need to create tokens. So that's a little challenging. But I think I found 3 supports that could do that. So we have Kaya's Ghostform as the cheapest version of something that when something dies, we get to return the creature to the battlefield, and Goremand would keep coming back with that. When Goremand dies, we have Murder Investigation, which when a creature you control is destroyed/dies, summon or create a 1/1 soldier. But with Goremand, we can't have that soldier in play still when the Goremand would come back, or it would just destroy the token. So, to get around that, we are playing Leyline of Singularity, this really cool card that was a prize from, I forget which event gives out these ley lines as some prizes, but this is by far the best one. When this support enters the board, exile all token creatures. When a token creature enters the battlefield, exile that creature. So we're going to use that to hopefully stack it. So when a creature dies, Murder Investigation will create a token. Leyline of Singularity will remove that, exile that token from the battlefield, and then Kai's Ghostform will bring it back. So we'll be able to do a Ghostform. It does come into play briefly. It's not a replacement effect, so it will actually create the token. Thanks, Michael WC, for testing for me. You're an all-star. We appreciate it. So it should work. The rest of the deck, we have Idyllic Tutor. These 3 cards are enchantments, so Idyllic Tutor will really help us be able to find the piece that we need if we cycle into it. And the rest of the deck is just cyclers, stuff that can deal with opposing artifacts, enchantments, small creatures, artifacts or flyers, draw us into stuff, and just we needed another. We only have 5 spell slots, so we ran Splendermare. He's kind of my backup in case this combo doesn't work. As my first time testing it, this is going to be the main voyage to just give lifelink to something to try to stay alive. But yeah, that's the deck. We'll record a second video with the playthrough. I hope this works, and hopefully we figured out some sort of combo decks that can work for all 3 nodes of the Colossal Tussle.